Hello and welcome to Luminas Parasite Reign. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. This is a Pokemon-like survivor party experience where you have a bunch of creatures and they all have different attributes, different abilities, and you have to evolve them over time, and they're going to be gaining more power and more strength in the run. So let's make our way in and see exactly what the game is all about. So what you're going to do is initially you're going to be selecting your first little guy. As you can see right here, we have our little turtle here. You can go over to this NPC and you can speak to it, and then you can literally select from, I believe you can initially select 3. I don't know why I've got this 4th guy, because I didn't have him before, but it's pretty nice that they've added an additional one, or at the very least, maybe the game got updated since the last time I played. But yeah, anyway. These all have different attributes, like I said. They all have different abilities. And when you discover them, when you find the other ones in the run, they are added to your level up skill pool. In other words, you can then select from those, and you can create some pretty crazy builds. Now, there are items available from a variety of NPCs as well. I already have an item that is currently equipped on my little shell guy here, and we're going to be going in. So this is what it's called, Challenge Cerebral, and we're going to be going in straight away, and we're going to see how we do. So we initially just have this water hammer spell. As you can see right there, we're obviously doing some pretty big damage, and it's also AoE, or at least it should be AoE. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. We already leveled up. So it's actually a water axe, actually. Yeah, it's a water axe rather than a hammer. I thought it was a hammer for some reason. Anyway, we are going to just be taking that. You can see the others, and they're actually pretty cool. It's not going to give you, as far as I can tell at least, it's not going to give you those minuscule, like, oh yes, if you take this, it's going to give you 2% extra damage, you know, that kind of stuff. No, it does give you some pretty meaningful upgrades whenever you level up, as far as I can tell so far. We're going to be taking the water axe, though. That's definitely going to provide me with some pretty nice level ups. And you can obviously decide, if you want to, whether you go and find the additional party members. You don't necessarily have to do that at the very beginning. You can do that a little bit later on. Just bear in mind, however, when you get additional party members, it increases your experience gain. So it can be very, very useful that way. If you get kind of lucky, I guess. We're going to be going for Splash Rage here. That's going to be really, really useful, I think. And I'm actually going to be going for another one of these little guys right here. Try to get him. And there we go. Nice. There we go. Experience boost ×2. Really, really nice. And now we can go toxic fumes spread all around, damaging parasites in a deadly mist. Yeah, let's do it. There we go. This is our new guy. This is the new guy that I said I hadn't played before. And as you can see, he has this AoE damaging aura, which does seem to be pretty cool. Let's go for Splash Rage rank 2. There we go. Yeah, we're actually doing really, really nicely here. So much so that we're not really taking that much damage. You can see our health in the top left of the screen, by the way. And obviously, as time goes on, we are going to want to collect more of these guys. So let's go for Deadly Fumes once more. And let's get the little cat sheep-like thing. And we're going to be seeing if we can maximize our survival here. Each individual creature has different HP. As you might expect, they do have different HP, so you are going to need to look out for them as well. And when the boss comes, and the boss has these really large AoE telegraphed abilities, so you have to very much avoid them, you're going to have some issues, or potentially going to have some issues. Anyway, we could, all spells now cover a much wider area. That sounds pretty cool. Better spell choices, luck, and extra rerolls await. That might actually be pretty cool too, but I'm going to take Oceanic Reach. More AoE makes more sense, yes, because I'd like to try to make this this AoE aura that we have here really, really damaging. Obviously, I don't really need to worry too much about exploring right now, so let's have a look. Ooh, what do we have here? Random spots dealing low damage and instantly rotting nearby parasites. A hungry plant snaps at an enemy, dealing damage, and healing snap bud for a percentage. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. What is the cooldown on this, though? I don't know what the cooldown on this is, so I guess I'll take it. Ooh, okay. It seems about 5 seconds. Seems like a 5-second cooldown or something like that. That's pretty nice, actually. That's pretty nice. I feel like Snapbud, which is the new little creature here, I feel like he's seeming to be very, very strong. Now, here's the thing. Your initial character, right? So, for example, our little turtle guy, Shelly, I think is his name, basically means that you cannot die with that character, right? You cannot die with that character. If you do, that is game over. However, if any of your other people die, and this is the reason why we have this upgrade right here, and the reason why I'm mentioning this right now, if anyone else dies, they have a revival time. So I'm actually going to be taking that because pretty sure they're going to be dying at some point, maybe, unless I do my job really, really well here, and we're able to maximize our survival. But at the moment I feel like Shelly is just taking way too much damage. I would like, if I can, to get some kind of, yes, here we go, healing. The tide turns, heals the weakest ally and boosts their defense. Yes, that sounds absolutely perfect. Gonna be taking that, thank you very much. Hopefully that will begin healing Shelly over time. Now, we do have to be a little bit careful. Some of the enemies will start throwing projectiles at you. If you thought it was just going to be melee-based characters, no, no, no. It is a lot more than that. Okay, what do we have? Hungry Plants, upgrade, or Deathly Fumes. Going to go for the Deadly Fumes increase there, and that sounds pretty nice. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Ah, yes. Me getting absolutely murdered here, and indeed, the projectiles are very, very quick. I would say that they're maybe a little bit too quick for my liking, because you are almost always going to get hit with something, right? So one of your allies is most likely going to get hit. Like you can see here, our cat friend over there is taking some pretty hefty hits from the projectiles. What I should probably do, though, is I should probably run into those guys as best as I can, to be honest. That would probably make the most sense. Gonna go for Heavy Rain here. Heavy Rain is going to allow us to heal ourselves for a very, very small amount. And hopefully, well, hopefully it's going to be good enough to kind of get us a little bit more survival here. I want to try to maximize that if I can. Okay, let me see. I'd like to get an upgrade on that, to be honest. I'd like to get an upgrade on the Heavy Rain ability, because that would definitely help us to survive a bit more. As you can see, we are trying to heal ourselves. Let's go for Charged Awakening once again. Okay, let's try not to take damage. Thank you. Let's try and avoid that projectile. There we go. Let's try and kill this guy. Yeah, the projectile wielding guys, they seem really strong somehow. They seem like they're able to take multiple hits before they die. So very, very harsh. And as you can see, yeah, the projectile is doing massive damage. Hopefully, all of the self-healing that we have right now is going to provide us with a really nice way to pretty much just avoid while dying. What about this healing? That seems pretty nice. What's the cooldown on this? Again, I don't know. I don't know what the cooldown on this is. So the question is, what do we want? Do we want something that heals all of us, or do we want something that heals the weakest for more? It's only a 13% 3% increase from 10%. I personally feel like the increase is a little bit too low on this for my liking. I think I will probably take Heavy Rain then, and we'll probably just stand here, because we're now going to be healing for 1.8 instead of 1.5, and I think over time the cumulative effect is probably going to be a little bit greater than that of healing current, because a 3% increase is not exactly great. I'd like to see something a little bit more than that, but maybe, and here's the thing here, maybe if there was a greater percentage increase, then it would be overpowered. You see, that's the one thing that we have to be a little bit careful of here, because obviously, you know, you don't want it to be making it trivial. You don't want the survival to be trivial, do you? So that's the issue there. Anyway, let's see if we can make sure that we win this. I am upgrading the fumes quite a great deal, so enemies that walk into our little zone here, oh dear, yeah, there's the boss. Okay, so the boss has already arrived. Let's just get some more Charged Awakening, and I'm gonna try to avoid getting absolutely murdered. As you can see, we are stuck in an arena with him, so we will have to follow him around a little bit here, and I'm going to try not to take damage. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to avoid damage with every single one of your characters. So that's the reason why I've taken Charged Awakening so much, because I want to make sure that if one of my guys dies, they come back relatively quickly. Okay, so I think we'll go for Heavy Rain once again here. It lasts 12 seconds and heals for a pretty significant amount. As you can see, our cat is probably going to end up... Yep, our cat did actually end up dying, but that's okay. We don't really have to worry about that too much because we have the really, really fast revival. Hopefully revival will... There we go. It already came back. So not actually... Yeah, it came back pretty quickly. I like that. Not too bad. Now, I am going to be a little bit careful here. I'm going to stay away from the boss for the moment, and then we're going to move forward when we have an opportunity to do so. And let's just try not to take damage with Shelly, because if Shelly takes damage, it's game over, or at the very least if he dies. Okay, wow, okay, yeah, that was really bad. Yep, okay. This is really bad. We need to kill the boss now. Oh dear, took massive damage from that. Thankfully, Snapbud is insanely strong right now. Okay, nature provides. Snapbud occasionally sprouts fruits that restore health or grant experience when picked up. That's actually amazing. I will probably be taking that. Thank you. Okay, so let's get that. Okay, please get me HP. Please give me HP. Okay, so I'm just going to loot all of this. There we go. We looted all of that. And let me see. Charged Awakening doesn't really help me right now. I'm actually going to reroll that. Oh wow, okay, didn't get very lucky with the reroll. That's kind of unfortunate. There's another little bit of fruit. I hope we're actually getting a heal. Where's the rain, by the way? I don't see any rain right now. I'd like to level up if at all possible, or shall we say I'd like to evolve so that I can show you the evolution, but unfortunately it does look as though I might actually die before we even get there. Ah, hello. Okay, here we go. We have it. I'm going to go for Healing Current here. We're going to have to stand in the Healing Rain. Hopefully, yes, there we go. Yes, he actually respawned just in time to save us. Let's hope for more Healing Rain, please. Yeah, I'm having to run into these guys. Unfortunately, they are suiciding on us. Oh, that is really, really harsh. The amount of damage that they can do is actually incredible. Okay, we've almost leveled, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stay away. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, the radius on those things, harsh. Very, very harsh. Got to be very, very careful. Got to make sure that you're moving at all times, basically. Okay. Yeah, I would like to see if I can maybe level here. Oh, wow. I took damage again from the AoE explosion. That's pretty harsh. Okay, not great there. Okay, so what do we have? Snapbird sacrifices X health to heal the party for the same amount. No, that's not really... I mean, I guess... No, I'm dead. Never mind. The explosive guys. The explosive guys are actually insane. They are really, really strong. They seem to do so much damage, and they have a really, really wide radius. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe we needed a little bit more movement speed or something like that. But yeah, here we go. I can now show you the treasure shop. So this is your inventory. As you can see, I currently have the Shadows of Knowledge, and that gives us additional collect radius, extra experience, extra gold, all that wonderful stuff. Now, there are artifacts available, and there are also echoes available. Now, I don't know what the difference is between that. I have no idea what the difference is, so I'm basically just going to be going for something specific here. I guess, ooh, this would be really good. Extra projectiles? I think extra projectiles sounds really nice. Yeah, we'll be buying this, I think. There we go. Nice. How much gold do I have? 2,900. Okay, so I already have one slot of gear, and I already have echoes. So what about if I get... what about if I get an elixir with health regen? I think that sounds really good. Let's do that. There we go. Elixir with health regen. And then, okay, so basically, these are just categories of items. So you know what you have equipped and what you don't have. Okay, good. All right, okay. It's nice that we know what's going on then, isn't it? Okay, so that means that I need an artifact because I already have everything else. So if I can find an artifact that would be somewhat useful. Wow, okay. The only thing I really want is the Staff of Strength. And unfortunately, I don't have the ability to get that, so I will just literally leave. You can obviously change your little guy, and then you can buy more stuff. So for example, if I wanted to play with Snapbud this time, I could literally just go ahead and do that. I think it might be quite fun to play as him, because we've obviously already played as Shelly one time, so maybe we should try something a little bit different here. So what do we have? Crit chance, defense, dodge chance, Defense, dodge chance, crit chance. Okay, for gear. What about crit chance? I think that sounds pretty fun. Let's go for the crit chance. Maybe we'll go for like an AoE critical build or something like that. Maybe sounds pretty fun, actually. AoE critical build? Why not? Because we're going to be going for the deathly aura that we have going on here. As you can see, it does kill them in 2 hits at the moment, which is not great. What I am going to do this time, however, is I'm actually not going to recruit anyone else. Okay, because I want to show you what the difference is. So basically, beforehand, I obviously recruited a bunch of extra creatures, and this time around, I'm not going to recruit anyone for quite some time. I'm going to just level up Snapbud as much as I possibly can. Then we'll recruit people a little bit later on. That's a little bit more of the strategy involved in the game itself, making sure that you know when and if you really want to do that. Because look at what I'm able to do here. I can level up one of my abilities really quickly, and the other abilities are obviously not going to be leveled up at all because I don't have any additional companions. So that's something to bear in mind. I'm thinking that I'd like to get Shelly, actually, I feel. But you know what? Should I just remain with Snapbud by myself? Maybe I should just do Snapbud by myself. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's okay, but we're gonna not get as much experience, which is obviously a big issue, because you want to try to outscale your opponent. That's what I'm trying to do right now, obviously, by advancing our AoE aura as much as possible, because that does make a big difference. Yeah, you know what? Okay, fine. Let's try it out. Let's move over here and let's go with... we could do this. That sounds pretty good, actually. I think I will go for that bite attack because we want to be able to heal. And the cooldown isn't actually as long as I thought. I think it might be 3 seconds. Yeah, I think it might be 3 seconds. If it is indeed 3 seconds and not 5, then I think that's really good, because we're going to be able to heal ourselves dramatically over time. You know what? I am actually just going to stay. I am just going to stay with the 2. You know what? No, let's get Shelly at least. Let's just get Shelly, and that's a double experience boost. So not 3.5 like if we had 3 people, but I think this is pretty nice. Let's re-roll. Okay, we got a little bit unlucky there. I will go with Ocean's Favor. I think we're going to just try to increase our luck as much as possible. Try to get higher quality skills, and maybe that will make a bit more of a difference to our overall success. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. Okay, let's go with this. It's going to do a bit more damage. And obviously we're getting healed a bit. Obviously these projectiles are annoying. Yes, they are very annoying. And okay, here we go. Let's be a bit careful. And there we are. Nice. Okay, let's have a look. Ocean's Favor. Yeah, we'll do Ocean's Favor again. Why not? Even though the percentage increase of Ocean's Favor is very little. Once again, obviously, I don't really appreciate really small percentage increases, but maybe it's really impactful. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like really good. So yeah, I wouldn't mind if Shelly would actually give us some healing potentially. That would be kind of nice. Oh, what's this? Battle fuels growth. Every 20 seconds in combat boosts the power of all party Luminas by 5%. That actually sounds really good. That actually sounds insane, if I am honest about that. That sounds really crazy good. So yeah, because 20 seconds, or what was it? 20 seconds, 30 seconds or something like that? Yeah, I can imagine that's going to be very strong. So yeah, we are actually murdering everything really easily here too. Okay, so the question is, do we want Heavy Rain again? I didn't really like Heavy Rain that much because, well, it didn't heal. I don't know. It kind of did heal us quite nicely, but the cooldown was really long. I don't know. That's what it felt like to me. Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it just because any healing is better than no healing, right? So I guess we'll just do that. And there it is. Okay, let me just stand in here. We're healing ourselves for 2 HP as well. Just bear that in mind. And obviously, if you don't know this, because of the gear and the various items that we have equipped on the other characters, they are also affecting everyone else. So basically, if you have something that increases your party's health regen, or your party's power or attack speed or whatever, that has an effect. So for example, with Shelly, because I have items on Shelly, we are now having the opportunity to affect Snapbud as a result of that. You see what I mean? So yeah, it's really, really cool actually that that is in fact a thing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, but I just found it out because, as you can see, we're actually regenerating 0.1 HP every second with Shelly right there because he has that that item that does that. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so the question is, what do we want? Splash Rage, take a hit, unleash a wave, yeah, I mean, this is really, really good, but unfortunately, I don't really think it's going to be that useful. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is going to be useful. Yeah, you know what? Okay, fine. It's useful. Let's try it. Let's try it out. See what happens. We're going to be increasing our power some more as well, of course. Let's try to get him into the heavy rain as best we can. Try to heal him up. Obviously, it's really, really difficult to avoid taking damage with some of your extra companions. Okay, we got the boss again. We're going to have a bit of an easier time this time, I think. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. 6%. Okay, so from 5 to 6%. That's not great, in my opinion. I feel like it would be pretty cool if this was slightly better in regards to its percentage, but maybe it's not that bad. We're going to go for more of the bite, though. There we go. Okay, let's be very, very careful here. I'm basically just going to hug him as much as possible, because the more that I hug him, the more... Yep, my turtle friend is now dead. He's now reviving. It's going to take him a while. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Stand next to this guy. The aura is just so good, in my opinion. I feel like the aura is really, really fun. Because you can literally just stand next to someone and they just take massive damage. It's really, really good. Look at this. Look at how much damage we actually do to this guy. It's kind of crazy. We can stand in here a little bit. There we go. Okay, Brine Pool Epic. Do we want that? Or do we want Ocean's Favor again? I think we will go for Ocean's Favor again. I think that sounds really good. And there you go. The boss is dead. Look at how easy that was in comparison to the first time that we did it. I don't know. It felt much easier than beforehand. And indeed, we're going to be increasing our deathly fumes once again. Very nice. There we go. And photosynthesis obviously is continuing to power us up rather dramatically. Now I'm doing 165 every second whenever anyone enters the radius. And I think that's pretty amazing, to be honest. I think this is actually a pretty nice combo. I like this combo of companions here that we have. They are really actually making a pretty big difference here. Oh, and we can also get this. Or we could get Ocean's Favor level 3, level 4. No, I think we'll go for Heavy Rain once again. Hopefully it's going to actually help. I mean, we're healing for, what is it, 3 every second now? Maybe it sucks. I don't know. Maybe it sucks. Let's go with this. There we go. More bites. More bites. Yes. And hopefully we'll be able to level up Snapbud this time. Because, oh well, shall we say evolve him? Because we weren't able to do that last time. Oceanic Reach. That sounds pretty fun. Let's do it. More AoE. You know, more AoE radius. And we're almost evolved, by the way. We're almost evolved. So soon enough, you will see the advanced version of Snapbud. And I'm very, very excited about this. Now, by the way, you don't get evolution experience from picking up actual experience orbs. As far as I'm aware, you get it from enacting kills. I could be wrong about that. I don't actually know. It feels to me like we are almost there. Now, I have to be really, really careful here because obviously these guys are now starting to come in, the ones that explode on us. And I just have to try to kill them before they get to us, really. Let me see. Can I evolve or no? Do I have to have 3 people to be able to evolve or not? I actually don't know. I wouldn't know about that. Let's go for the fire guy, I guess. Let's go for the fire guy. It's because you haven't seen the fire guy yet, so might as well. There we go. 3.5. Very nice. And we will now hopefully have an even easier time defending, potentially, because he does have fireballs that he throws at enemies. Okay, we're healing. Come on out. Heal. Heal. Oh, wow. These guys are insane. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, be careful, be careful, be careful. Very nice. Okay, wow. Actually, surviving pretty nicely here. I'm quite surprised. Yeah, pretty good. Surprised, considering these guys are indeed the explosive fellows that we were having major problems with beforehand. So I'm actually pretty happy about this. Shelly is going to die relatively soon, but I wouldn't mind getting him some healing potentially. Oh no, heavy rain just literally disappeared. Can you believe it? Okay, that was bad luck. Okay, there's another heavy rain right there, or we could get him more damage. I think we'll go with Ocean's Favor, to be honest. I feel like more luck might be the game changer here. There we go. Well, oh, there it is. Evolution. All right, so this now gives you the opportunity to choose between 3 different evolutions for every single one of your people that you have. So, for example, this guy, Torboys, as you can see right here, water restores all. A whole party gets 0.5 HP per second. Or we could go for Bite Bloom. Gain massive health, and when below 25% health, unleash 100% power and 25% faster cooldown. And you also have health here, health regen, heal potency, and so on and so forth. I'm actually going to be taking this because Snapbud is the guy, right? Snapbud is the guy for us right now. So I'm going to be going for this, and boom, we're going to be evolving, and then there's going to be another evolution bar, and we're going to be able to fill that up, hopefully. And you can see here that we are now inflicting even more damage. These enemies can reach us, which is kind of unfortunate. They're moving very, very quickly, of course. But hopefully that's not going to affect us that much. Okay, so we can get Fireball here. We can get additional projectiles if we want to do that. Or we could get this. Less delay, more flames, faster cooldowns, and increased burn damage. I mean, that sounds pretty good, actually. Let's do that. Why not? Probably not great, but, you know, I'll take it. Okay, so let's do this. We are, of course, increasing our power even further. I am thinking we're just going to stand in the heavy rain for the moment. I'm not sure if that's really the play here, but we're going to just stand here for the moment, try and see if we can, well, sustain ourselves. And then we'll try and pick up all the experience. Look at the, wow, yeah, look at the experience bar. It just absolutely gets destroyed. Okay, Splash Rage sounds pretty good. An epic upgrade. I mean, come on, how can we say no? And we're just going to stand here again. We've got some telegraphed abilities on the floor now, so we do have to be a little bit wary of that as well. Shouldn't be too bad. Shelly actually heals quite a lot from the heavy rain, so I'm thinking we probably need to look out for that a bit more, if we can. Burning Aura? Yes. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. We've got 2 auras. We have literally 2 auras right now. Okay, so there's a synergy that we didn't actually know beforehand. The fire guy with Snapbud. This is crazy good. Okay, I've got to be careful of the... Wow, okay. Got to be careful of the enemy boss that has just appeared. It's a spider. Shouldn't have to worry too much. Wow, okay, never mind. Apparently we do have to worry too much. We're doing pretty decent damage, I gotta say. I feel like we're doing pretty decent damage, but maybe not. Wow, we are healing like no one's business. What the hell? Oh, that is... Wow, that is insane. Okay, we're gonna reroll. There we go. Root Snares epic. Photosynthesis epic. Yeah, we'll do Photosynthesis epic, I think. That sounds really, really good. Literally 7% now, so every 40 seconds we gain 14% additional HP. I mean, how can we say no, right? I feel like that's really, really good. Okay, let's just continue to do damage. I'm just standing in the aura, basically. I'm just trying to stand in the aura as much as possible, or try to stand the boss in the aura as much as possible. I think that... Wow, this is actually a pretty crazy build, in my opinion. I feel like aura builds... I've always really enjoyed aura builds in Survivor games, and this is no exception. I mean, just literally look at what's happened here. Alright, so the question is, do we want to get more Ocean's Favor? Do we want to get Oceanic Reach? I think we're probably just going to get Oceanic Reach. 5% more. Why not? I think that sounds pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. And we've already done this, so let's actually go ahead and stand in the heavy rain. It's going to be disappearing in a minute anyway, so not really going to give us that much, but it will allow Shelly to live for a little bit longer, so that's pretty nice. Meteor Shower. Okay, we could go for that, or we could get Burning Aura. I think we're just going to take Burning Aura, to be honest. I think, really, we just need to double down on the auras here as much as we possibly can. I feel like that is going to be That is going to be the secret here. That is going to be the secret to us potentially being able to complete the level. Funnily enough, I haven't actually survived as long as this. If you can believe it. I haven't survived as long as this before in any of my other runs. And that just goes to show. Auras. Auras. That is what you want to go for. Apparently. Very, very strong. Okay. Ooh, yeah, no. I'm going to be going for another one of these bites. Thank you very much. The photosynthesis aura would have increased by 0.5, which I'm not a big fan of, so we're just going to leave that where it is right now. And we'll just try to increase our other... Wow, okay, yeah, we're getting some pretty hefty enemies here. Okay, so the question is, what do we want? I guess heavy rain. Try to increase that a little bit. We are actually utilizing that quite a lot to keep our people alive, so might as well make it as effective as possible. I was going to say efficient, but, you know, efficient, effective, you know, combine the two, and that's what you get. Anyway, we should be fine, right? We should be okay. I mean, we're inflicting a lot of damage right now. My aura is very, very strong. Blazing Rally. Flames ignite the charge. Luminous move faster. That actually sounds really good. Oh, this is really good too. Luminous rise stronger than ever. Fully healed and with increased power for a while. That sounds really good, but I'm actually going to increase our speed. I think increasing our speed could have a dramatic effect on our survivability. And bear in mind, we're almost halfway through leveling up as well. Or should we say, evolving. Not leveling up, because obviously we're leveling up all the time. But yes, through evolving. I'm not entirely sure how we evolve. I think I might have missed that explanation from the tutorial, but yeah. Anyway, the point is, we're hopefully going to evolve sometime soon, because I've never seen a third stage. So it would be very, very fun if we could do that. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. I think that sounds pretty cool. Why not? Let's do it. Anytime we can increase that, I think is pretty nice. I mean, you can see how many plants actually appear at once, and they do inflict quite a bit of damage. So much so that we could potentially heal quite nicely from that. Look at that. Wow. Snapbud, who is not actually anymore Snapbud. Technically, his name is not Snapbud anymore, but I'm calling him that just because. Okay, let me see here. Splash Rage. I think we'll go for Splash Rage, to be honest. I mean, that's an epic. And whenever Shelly gets hit, it's crazy how much damage that actually does in the area, and it actually pushes everyone away from us as well at the same time. So I do feel as though that is a very effective method of, well, pretty much keeping yourself alive. Now, if we just stand in the heavy rain here, we'll probably be okay for a while. Thankfully, no more projectiles. Oh no, there's a boss already? Oh dear. Is that a boss? Or it doesn't feel like this is a boss. Okay, apparently it is a boss. I can't see its health. Is that just me? Are you seeing its health? I don't see its health. Okay. Alright, okay. That's fine. I'm understanding the mechanic. That's okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can go over here, go over there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so once that happens, we just go over here, and then we just avoid that. There we go. Alright, easy enough. What's this? Oh. I got murdered. Okay. My bad. My bad. I didn't realize. Okay, do I need to go into this? I think I need to go into this. Yep, there we go. That protects me from being instantly killed. And then this thing is doing something. I don't know what it's doing. Do I need to destroy these? I need to kill these. Okay, yes, that makes sense. Yep, let's do it. Kill that. There we are. And let's kill this. Let's try and stand in the heavy rain a little bit. Shelly died, unfortunately. Hopefully going to come back soon. And then we'll just kill the last one. Do we have enough damage? I think we do. Yep, there we go. Nice. Okay, yeah, we didn't almost die from that, thankfully, but yeah, we're taking some damage. Okay, we're gonna have to go here. There we go. And then avoid that. There we go. Okay, we actually avoided all of that. Okay. Interact. Oh, hello. Okay, we actually did something. Wow. Okay, kind of crazy. Increase in size to also increase the power of your party by 50%. Upgrade 3 random abilities to the next rarity. No, we're going to be taking this. Increase in size to also increase the power of your party by 50%. Yes, I will take that every day of the week. Thank you very much. That is actually crazy. Oh, we did it. Look at that. We actually beat the demo. Wow, that is the first time I've ever done that. That is actually hilarious. You beat the demo. This is just a small portion of the game, but we really hope you had fun. If you enjoyed it, please consider wishlisting. Yes, indeed. So if you want to, there is a link in the description. You can go there, download it, and have a whale of a time, because this was actually really, really fun. I kind of wanna see some of the other builds, but this is exactly what happens with these kinds of games. They literally they get their teeth into you, and then it's too late. You know what I mean? So it's very, very cool. So you can go over here, by the way. There are a number of different abilities that you can upgrade. If you didn't already, well, I should have shown you this beforehand probably, but yeah, there are a number of abilities that you can upgrade with your characters. So for example, let me see here. Let me see if I can actually find, where is my guy? I hate parasites. Yes, indeed, indeed. Yeah, so I'm trying to find Snapbuds, because Snapbud is apparently really, really good, and someone that I vibe with quite well. So there he is. There's Snapbud, and these are his abilities right here. So, or should we say his skills that you can upgrade. These are his passives. Deathly Fumes upgrades to its rare fortune at the beginning of the game. You could take that, boom, instantly. Deathly Fumes radius is increased by 150, or Verdant Harvest has a 10% chance to spawn 2 fruits at once. You can also do other things, like for example, Sarcoverous Bite gains +1 instance. Increase maximum health. Sacrifice heals and damages you for more, and so on and so forth. Loads of different ways that you can build your character. Savage Growth activates when below 30%. I think we're just going to increase our radius, and then you can reset it at any time, obviously. And you can spec all of your guys, right? So if you want to, you can then create a super team of crazy, crazy cool Luminas here, and they are really strong, actually. Like, obviously, as you've seen right there, I feel like the fire guy is underrated, or at least from what I can tell so far. Yeah, you're going to need a lot of essence to be able to upgrade all these guys as well. But we do have a lot of treasures. So I can actually get something now. So for example, if I want to, I could get rot damage. I think I saw rot damage beforehand, but maybe this is a... Yeah, I think this might be a different shop now. Yeah, it does seem to be a slightly different shop now, unfortunately. Collection radius increase, collect radius increase. Could go for those if I wanted to. Could go for more health. Collect radius, movement speed. Health regen on the party. That sounds pretty good, actually. Probably going to take that, I guess. Or we could go for spell radius. Yeah, I mean, I already have critical chance, luck, and dodge chance. Not sure if that's particularly good. We could also go for this. I think we'll go for this. There we go. That's going to be really quite strong. And we could also go for burn damage here as well. And you can indeed place that in the inventory too. So if you don't have a particular luminous that you want to use it on right now, you can just put it in the inventory. And I'm going to be giving this to the fire guy. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.